Let's dive right in. Two Sunnis react to two Shias on Rafida movie is the title of a video that was published by Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah on the 11th of June, 8 days after the UK cinema premiere of the Lady of Heaven film. In this video, they react to two Shia Muslims who themselves were reacting to the Lady of Heaven film trailer.
This movie that's been circulating, I personally just wanted to ignore it. I spoke to some brothers that I know, but what the interest that I had was basically, what does the Shia communities have to say about this? That's what I really want to know. Do you get it? Because at the end of the day, what they have to say would tell me a lot about what they actually think.
Oh, how nice of you, Ali Dawah. Just wanting to hear what the Shia community have to say and what they actually think. How very open-minded of you.
At the end of the day, history speaks for itself. There are sources out there, so when there are films like this being made or there are narratives like this being pushed, one just has to, then do the research on their own. It's meant to spark the curiosity of the individual in order that they go and they do the research on their own. So at the end of the day, this is the Shia narrative, and I'm glad that it was told. It reflected the oppression that the Ahl al-Bayt faced after the Prophet's death and the corruption that kind of transpired, which is a good thing.
There you go, Ali Dawah. That's what the Shia have to say and what they actually think. And well done to this Shia brother. It's high time the Shia claimed back their narrative in the public domain. But Ali Dawah says he just wanted to hear what the Shia have to say. So let's see how he reacts after hearing what the Shia have to say.
So would you like it if the Sunnis made a film and depicted, I don't know, not that we wouldn't.
12 Imams.
Yeah, imagine we did the same with the 12 Imams, or these individuals that you guys hold, are love to you. And imagine if we did that, would you go and say, oh, it's freedom of expression, you should go and watch, you should make... Would you say that? You wouldn't say that. You wouldn't say that. So why is it with this? Because to me, when you say this, to me, it's like, wow, okay, the Shia community, I'm not judging based on two individuals, but you guys don't seem like... you don't seem like Rafida.
Oh, those evil Rafida who curse Abu Bakr and Umar. You guys don't seem like them. Oh, wake up and smell the coffee, Ali Dawah. All the Shia curse Abu Bakr and Umar. It is a part of our beliefs. Like you curse Satan, and like you curse Pharaoh, and like you curse any enemy of God, we curse Abu Bakr and Umar. It's a red pill you really need to swallow today because you're going to have to swallow it eventually. Ali Dawah, I know you've been hard at work taking on Islamophobes over recent years, and well done. But this is not some Islamophobe attacking your religion. You see this as some external group who have an irrational hate for your religion and are taking out their anger on it. The Shia religion believes Abu Bakr and Umar were horrendous people. It's not a reaction to your belief. This is our religion's belief. A Shia coming forward and expressing this belief is not them coming to merely attack your religion. I mean, yes, it does challenge your beliefs and naturally claims your views are wrong, but still, it is the inherent Shia view. I don't understand why this is so hard for you to comprehend. And what's with this false comparison? You say, would we like it if you made a film depicting the 12 Imams, peace be upon them, in a negative way? Is it a part of your religious beliefs to think ill of the Prophet's family? Ali Dawah would of course say no, but the actual answer is yes. Abu Talib, the father and the mother of the Prophet, all disbelievers according to Ali Dawah's religion. Do you know how offensive that is to us Shia?
These people, man, they think they should come out. We need voice of condemnation. Yeah? Don't come out and speak about the Sunni people like that and try and say, don't do that. Because you wouldn't like it the other way around.
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't like it some other person come and start from we wouldn't do it because you know we wouldn't do it because we hold them sacred as well.
Exactly.
But let's say someone from another religion starts to do with Ali what you guys did with Umar. Just think of it like that.
Yeah, would you and would you like if we come and said, you know what, we can't see it anyways. But imagine if I was an atheist and I said, oh, you know what, it's you're born free. You know, if you want to watch
they won't have it both ways.
Wallahi, how would you? You would.
They won't have it both ways.
You would hate it. This is the issue with this whole freedom of nonsense. Yeah,
we wouldn't like it the other way round. It is already the other way round. You magnify those we despise, those who we believe killed Our Lady Fatima, peace be upon her. We can look at the example of the famous Umar series that had a budget of £45 million. That's 4 times the budget of the Lady of Heaven film. This series makes Umar out to be a grand hero, a savior, a righteous man. Do you know how offensive that is for me as a Shia? Just think, Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah. If a man murdered a loved one of yours, and then I made a TV series making him out to be this one-of-a-kind heroic bastion of mankind, how would you feel? Yet still, do you see Shia protesting, demanding the series to be banned, acting like bullies, as you guys are in this video?
Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable.
This is the level of offense you commit when you praise Abu Bakr and Umar. All the while, the Shia demonstrate their maturity in not causing a temper tantrum every time you guys express what you believe. It doesn't matter if you, as a non-Shia Muslim, disagree with the Shia. That's beside the point. What I just described to you is what the Shia believe. The Shia believe this, and so they have more right to be offended. Or is it the case that no one else matters besides you? If that's what it is, then don't come forward with your empty words of Muslim unity, or try to act like you care whether there will be strife among the Muslims.
It shows you the level of disrespect that now individuals from the Shia community think they can give us. Don't try and disrespect us.
Imagine
Don't try and disrespect us.
Hijab. The Shia believe Abu Bakr and Umar murdered the Prophet and Lady Fatima, peace be upon her. Your channel has countless videos that portray them in a positive light. This is deeply offensive to the Shia. Take these videos down and don't try and disrespect us. How about that? It sounds silly when I say it, doesn't it? I'm sure now, retrospectively, you understand how absurd your statements are. I remember Abdurrahman Hassan making a video about something along the lines of football being haram. And Mohammed Hijab made a response video calling him all sorts of things and telling him that he had a narrow vision of Islam. But look at Hijab now. I know that he is scratching his head looking back at this, discovering that his own views on religion are so narrow and extreme that if another religious group speak about their own beliefs, and those beliefs happen to offend him, his response is to try to silence and shut them down and demand that they don't disrespect him. His religious worldview does not allow him to see past this narrow-minded backward mentality. To me, Abdurrahman Hassan's fatwa on football being haram seems quite mild in comparison.
Don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable. Yeah. Try and depict our sacred symbols in a manner and then just coming out nonchalantly speaking. Don't get comfortable because believe me, that's going to create some rift that we don't want in this in the community.
Exactly.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The same old nonsense. Indirect threats of mischief. What do you mean, don't get comfortable? I am comfortable. Very comfortable. I'm comfortable about my religion. And I will speak about my religion as it is, openly, freely, and comfortably. But thanks for your concern. And what do you mean, don't come along nonchalantly speaking like this? You as a Muslim believe Abu Bakr and Umar were righteous. And I as a Muslim believe Abu Bakr and Umar were villains. Who's coming along to who nonchalantly? Why on earth do you feel you have a right to express your views about these characters, and the Shia do not? Why don't you remain silent, and the Shia are given the right to speak? How about that? Seriously, where do they get the nerve to even say these things out loud?
That's it, brothers and sisters. You guys make your decision, inshallah. We don't want anyone to go send hate to them. We're just telling you straight up. It worries us to see the Shia community. Like I said, I don't want to judge them based on these two individuals. Very concerning. Very concerning.
This is a veiled threat from Ali Dawah. Just consider what is going on here. He sees two Shia very casually treading on eggshells, as soft as can be, speaking about their beliefs. And these two bullies come along and say, if you're a Shia and speak about your religious beliefs, it is very concerning, and they will judge the Shia community. Well, who the hell are you? What makes you act like you're in some type of police state monitoring the Shia, telling them that speaking about their own religion is very concerning. And so what if you find it concerning? What are you saying exactly? Do you have any idea of the absolute flood of hate the Shia experience on a daily basis online, on the ground, and in places like universities across the UK? Do you have any idea? No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be making appalling hate-mongering videos like this and tacking on your fake claim of we don't want anyone to go say hate to them. You are a part of the problem, and your video has inspired your crowd to jump on the hate wagon that the Shia suffer from.
And we're not. And we did that, when the Shia, the place of worship was attacked. We went there. Me, you, and Shiaphobia, we actually went there. Why? Because we said, the person who did it, he didn't say Shia Sunni. So we went there. So no one can come and tell us, oh, you hate Shias, this kind of nonsense. But if you're going to come to us with that,
it's true.
We will see a different side to us.
I'll let the Shia brother answer you on this one.
So we went there. So no one can come and tell us, oh, you hate Shias, this kind of nonsense. But if you're going to come to us with that,
it's true.
We will see a different side to us. And when I'm a different side, I'm talking about, showing your true colors.
So first of all, this notion that you went to a Shia mosque after it was attacked, I don't know, do you want like a round of applause for that? Do you want a cookie for that? At the end of the day, this is something that's taught to us within Islam. You look at your brothers and sisters, and if you see that there's oppression being served, even within Islam or not within Islam, you stand up against oppression. So this is the basic concept of Islam. And after that, you make a threat. You say you're going to see a side of us that you don't like. You'll see, we'll expose your true colors. This is just another threat by people who claim that they're all for unity and intersect unity and trying to bring people together. But yet here they are once again making threats and fueling the fires.
So we went there. So no one can come and tell us, oh, you hate Shias, this kind of nonsense.
No one can tell you that you have hate for the Shia? So what's all this hate in the video that we're seeing? Or is it just that you love the Shia so much that this love has made you smother the Shia with a pillow? Because that's what you're doing. You feel you have the right to suppress and bully the Shia into silence about their beliefs. And what use is it for you to visit a Shia center while simultaneously demanding the censorship of their religion? Ali Dawah, what's more important to you? Your life or your religion?
So the thing is, we are trying to see from the Shia, and you two, I'm not going to say you're representative, but what you're saying to me is worrying. It's like, if you guys are saying this, I don't know what to expect from the whole Shia community.
All this because the two Shia folk dared to admit that this film is the Shia narrative and they believe in it? Again, Ali Dawah, swallow the red pill. This is the belief of mainstream Shia Islam. You don't need to expect anything from the Shia community. What you need to do is prove to the public that you're a decent guy, which I believe you are, and simply acknowledge that the Shia have a right as much as you do to speak about their religion. And this speaking of their religion, no matter how much it offends you, or how much of a contrast there is from your own beliefs, should not be a reason for us to hate each other or attempt to bully each other.
They don't care about disrespecting Sunnis.
Oh, just be quiet.
Exactly. So to me, when I see two Shias doing this, look, I've had Shias coming to me and start, do you do takfir? I don't do takfir of you guys. I don't. I see you guys as my brothers and sisters. I'll be very honest with you. Unless you come and tell me that you're going to start cursing Aisha and her, and I'll say to my friends, see you later, the scholars will make that decision that anyone that insults the mother of the believer is a kafir.
Really, Ali Dawah? Kafir, Shia kafir?
Shia Kafir!
He says he doesn't do takfir of the Shia, then proceeds to say his scholars have made the decision that anyone who insults Aisha is a kafir, trying to distance himself from his belief that the Shia are kafir. Ali Dawah, the mainstream body of Shia Muslims, believe Aisha is an enemy of God, the Prophet, and the Ahlul Bayt. So you believe the mainstream body of Shia Muslims are kafir.
You are a kafir! Sentence me for life!
Ali, you're better than this.
And we will, inshallah, not allow these movies or these filth, what was the name? Filth name? Khabith, yeah. So Khabith to cause, for us Shias and Sunnis to fight each other. We don't want to go down that route. They're trying to do that, and we're not.
Do you think the Shia are that foolish? Ali Dawah says, we will not allow Shaykh al-Habib to cause us, Shia and Sunni, to fight each other. He wants to demonize Sheikh al-Habib by saying he is causing us to fight each other due to him portraying mainstream Shia beliefs on Abu Bakr, Umar and Aisha. Then he hopes for the Shia to distance themselves from Sheikh al-Habib because you don't want us to fight each other, right? And through this, the Shia distancing themselves from Sheikh al-Habib, Ali Dawah wants for the Shia to, in effect, publicly abandon their beliefs on Abu Bakr, Umar and Aisha. This video just keeps on giving. Ali Dawah, go find another group to bully.
The bigger picture here is for them as well. This, as they write, it's not just controversial. This guy's an extremist, yes, al-habib.
Yeah.
He's an extremist.
He's a terrorist.
Yeah, he's an individual who's actually got individuals, militias fighting on his behalf.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of us taking someone from ISIS. It's actually, I would say, way worse, to be honest, in my view. Yeah. Taking someone from ISIS, their scripts, and praising it and talking of it and just saying it's good that it shows this without the other. You know, it shows you that, to be quite honest with you, the standards are completely messed up, skewed up.
Sheikh al-Habib does not have militias fighting on his behalf. This is just another desperate attempt to vilify Sheikh al-Habib. And you, Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah, just swallow up anything you come across online without verifying. Rafida Plus has a recent video countering this lie. If it isn't up yet, it should be very soon. And let's make something clear here. Sheikh al-Habib has done nothing but speak about mainstream Shia beliefs openly. Why do you guys call him a hate preacher and extremist? It's nothing but another bully tactic to scare the Shia into silence, saying, if you speak openly about your religion like he has, you are an extremist, simply because of what you believe. The more you make the claim that Sheikh al-Habib is an extremist, the more it will expose you as an intolerant bigot and a hate monger. And you should know that if there has been any voices within the Shia community echoing this hate preacher nonsense, it is not because they disagree with the beliefs of Sheikh al-Habib. It is because they have been ostracized for too long and their ancestors killed for centuries for their beliefs, causing them to be imbalanced and go too far into being selfless, that they are even willing to shun their own and denounce their own beliefs. Why? Just so violence isn't committed. And so bullies like you don't start with your antics. Don't believe me? Here's one of your own co-adherents, a so-called Sunni Muslim, saying what I say.
I think I have more respect for Sheikh Yasser al-Habib than I do for the other Shia scholars. Because the reason, you need to think about this, what is the reason some of those Shia scholars have condemned Yasser al-Habib? It's not because they disagree with him, they disagree with his approach, not the belief. Do you understand that? So this still needs to be unpicked. So that's why dialogue and debate is more appropriate.
There you have it, the truth. They disagree with his approach of being open and honest about their own beliefs. Why? Well, of course, because the other side is so peaceful and open-minded, just as we've seen with Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah. They engage in civilized discussions, present their evidences academically, and hold on to the ideals of coexistence within the Muslim community, ensuring that our differences in beliefs do not cause us to become hateful of each other as human beings.
But if you're going to come to us with that,
it's true.
Yeah, we will see a different side to us.
Yeah, right. And after all this waffling, bullying, and showmanship, do you want to see the analysis of our two good friends, Pinky and the Brain?
And basically, in a nutshell, is the story true?
It's not true, man. It's not true.
It's fake.
It's not true.
That's it. That was their analysis. It's not true, man. It's not true. It's fake. Fake news. Well, actually, that wasn't their entire analysis.
Okay, so you're happy with the story was told, but the story it's like me watching Superman. Because
it's worse than that, because at least Superman is a moral. It follows a certain structure. Yeah. There's thought put into this.
It would have been better if they stopped at the last comment they made.
This man is in his house watching his wife being brutally killed.
Is that right? Is that in the?
Oh, so Mohammed Hijab wasn't even sure what was in the film. Am I hearing this correctly? Mohammed Hijab isn't even aware if the film shows the attack on the house of Lady Fatima, peace be upon her. Your questioning of the story in the film is true when you don't even know what is in the film.
One just has to, then do the research on their own. It's meant to spark the curiosity of the individual in order that they go and they do the research on their own. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, this is the Shia narrative, and I'm glad that it was told. It reflected the oppression that the Ahlul Bayt faced after the Prophet's death and the corruption that kind of transpired, which is a good thing.
Watching this video by Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah, you'd think they were reacting to some fierce Rafidi Shia who was pummeling Abu Bakr and Umar to the ground. What were these two gentle Shia saying? It's up to each person to research for themselves, to take a look at history and make up their mind. This should spark curiosity in people to look for themselves. That's what they were saying. What's the need for all this aggression and bullying? Are they forcing their views upon you? You're saying they can't even say what they believe. They can't even say it. What has the Muslim world come to? This should be a lesson to the Shia. Learn this lesson and stand up for your religion with confidence. As it's evident, even if you take the extra gentle approach like this Shia brother has, they'll still eat you alive with no mercy. If anything, you behaving like this will simply encourage the bully to bully you harder.
I just wish that maybe they focused a little bit more on letting history speak for itself, as opposed to trying to paint a certain narrative. I feel like that would have been a lot more effective for non-Shias and Shias alike.
Yeah,
it would have created a little bit more of an educational film.
And it's more neutral. It's not like, oh, we're trying to make this person look bad. Like, it's like the story is the story. Like, you don't have to make that person look bad.
If the person looks bad, the person looks bad based off of their own actions that are documented in history.
Look at how Mohammed Hijab reacts to this.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's it, man. Look,
these people, man, they think they should come out. We need voice of condemnation. Yeah? Don't come out and speak about the Sunni people like that and try and say, don't do that.
What it shows me that you two, these two individuals, you actually promote it. You promote it. Don't come and say to me, you are promoting it. You are happy with it. That's what you show me. You are using certain words here and there, but you are basically saying, go and watch, see what they really did.
You Shia better not support anything that expresses your beliefs openly, because those beliefs don't fall in line with Ali Dawah's views. The Shia have to really make a decision in these coming years. Are you going to continue to allow this buffoonery? Or are you going to actually for once stand up for what you believe in? Stand up for Lady Fatima, peace be upon her. Stand up for what you believe to be the authentic religion of God. No one is saying to be aggressive. No one is saying to imitate Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah in their bullying. But stand firm and speak confidently about what you believe, and let no one corner you into being silent. Did we not learn this from Imam al-Hussein, peace be upon him? Did we not learn this from Lady Fatima, peace be upon her? It seems no. We want to beat around the bush, veiling our cowardice with the fake-ass claim of good manners. There's nothing good-mannered about being non-transparent about what you believe. That's called being spineless. When you take that approach, look at the result.
You guys are being sly here. You're basically saying, you don't need to make the person bad. Tell the story, because in the story he is bad.
You know, we Shia are the problem also. Non-Shia Muslims see us as sly, as Ali Dawah put it. They see us as liars, untrustworthy, because we are not open about our beliefs. Had we stood up for our beliefs long ago, we would not be in this mess. And bullies like these would not have been so entitled to ever come as far as they do, let alone actual violent terrorists who would have not been able to go as far as to commit mass genocide against the Shia for centuries. Our strength and safety comes from our stance we make to the world, in our willingness to stand up for what we believe. Through that, we will attain freedom for ourselves as a Shia people. Something that every other community has figured out besides us. The Shia today are like the one who gets bullied in the school playground, the one who displays weakness, resulting in them getting bullied harder and longer. Build your boundaries, be confident, and speak honestly and proudly of what you believe. Yes, there will be some backlash, but stand your ground just for a little while, and then things will settle, and we can move forward amicably with all Muslim groups. And understand what Shaykh al-Habib has done for you and your religion. He has put his neck on the line for decades, for his entire life. Have you not been following the scene over the last few decades? Are you not aware that those from within the Shia world that waged a war against him, done so for him, speaking out about our beliefs on the basis that it would cause issues? Have you not followed the trend over the last 2 decades, where Shia slowly but surely regain their confidence, and how you finally started to see the scholars, speakers and poets speak publicly about our views, about our beliefs, about what really happened to Lady Fatima, peace be upon her? These 2 Shia folk who Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah are reacting to admitted they believe Abu Bakr and Umar were corrupt. How do you think they were able to do that so casually now in 2022? Go read up about your teacher Shaykh al-Habib and the sacrifices he's had to make just for us to be able to arrive where we are today. And don't take things for granted. Realize that we could have very easily been in a different scenario where other so-called Shia scholars were successful in burying these beliefs. Do you really think you and I would have been brave enough to speak openly about our beliefs in such a situation? No. Me and you were not. Shaykh al-Habib was. And we're all now just riding his wave and stepping on his neck while doing so. And even with all this success that Shaykh al-Habib has had, have you not seen the confusion that still exists among the general Muslims and even the wider public? There's actually a debate going on whether this is even the Shia narrative. Ali Dawah himself, who has been in the Muslim Dawah field for almost a decade, says that he is shocked that these 2 Shia folk believe in this narrative of the film. He still thinks that these beliefs perhaps belong to some obscure subsect of the Shia. Whose fault is this? Why has this happened? Well, I don't need to answer that because you already know the answer very well. How do you expect the wider public to find guidance if they don't even know what Shia Islam is claiming in the first place? I want to end by addressing Hamza Tzortzis, head of Sapiens Institute and the primary teacher of Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah. Hamza, I've heard you countless times thanking Allah for the hardships you've gone through, saying that perhaps if you didn't have these hardships, Allah would have not allowed you to develop skills to be in the leadership role you are. Through your works, I've known you to be a man who has a hard focus on the concepts of rahmah, compassion, and the urgent need for the Muslim Ummah to elevate itself to be able to propagate Islam maturely, academically, and with an open mind and heart. Someone like you, Hamza, who understands well that knowledge without wisdom is no knowledge at all, I ask you a question. Do you endorse this behavior we've seen today from Mohammed Hijab and Ali Dawah? It is upon you to make a public stance. Otherwise, this bigotry and bullying from your students may very well continue, and their viewers will, and most definitely have, picked it up. If you care so much about Islam and the Muslim Ummah as much as I have understood you do, then I also ask you on behalf of the Shia, what is your stance on the Shia and their right to express their beliefs openly without having to suffer in the process? I look forward to your response.